Honma. Just say the name, and the first words that come to mind are luxury and expensive. It's the go-to brand for those who appreciate the finer things in golf. But is that all there is to Honma? Today, we're diving deep into their product lineup to see if they're really just about pricey clubs or if there's more to the story. Let's get into the details. Honma isn't messing around when it comes to the materials that they use. Unlike the cheaper industrial steel that most golf club brands rely on, Honma goes the extra mile with a special kind of soft steel. The difference? You can actually feel it with every swing. Sure, it's more costly than your typical steel, but that's just part of what makes Honma's clubs stand out from the crowd. Honma has a thing for forging, especially when it comes to their irons. Take the Honma TW747V iron, for instance. It's forged from a single piece, which is no small feat. Even when it's a bit tricky, like the two-piece Honma Berez irons, they still manage to get some forging in. Why? Because forging by hand is just that much better, even if it's a lot more complicated than casting. And then there's the shafts. Honma is practically famous in the industry for making their own, especially when it comes to their Tour World irons. Sure, you can pick shafts from other manufacturers, but why would you when Honma's own shafts are crafted to fit their club heads so perfectly? Let's talk about Honma's T-World 757 series. It's been around since 2021 and is proof that premium doesn't always have to mean pricey. For a set of irons, you're looking at around €1,104, which is pretty competitive. Sure, if you opt for those top-notch shafts or extra irons, the price might creep up to $1,500. But still, that's not bad at all. Whether you go for the TW757P, the VX, or the B, these clubs are designed for everyone from the average player to the more athletic golfer, and the prices are absolutely reasonable. Even the TW757 driver comes in strong at €649. Now, when you think about what you're actually getting with a set of Tour World clubs, Japanese precision, handcrafted and forged from soft steel with original shafts, it's hard to argue with the value. Compare that to what other big name brands are offering for the same money? Mass-produced, industrial steel with sometimes subpar OEM shafts. It's a no-brainer. Now, if the T-World series is impressive, the Berez series is in a league of its own. This is Honma's flagship, designed for a completely different kind of player. What sets the Berez apart is its incredibly light and soft shaft, making the game a whole lot easier. This is where the Berez range shines. The Berez clubs aren't top tier just by chance. Their ARM RQX shafts are super light, incredibly soft, and have some of the best torque values around. The more stars the shaft has, the better it performs, making them a go-to for players who want the very best. But getting these shafts just right is no walk in the park. It's tough and expensive, with a lot of trial and error. To make a 4 or 5-star shaft, Honma often ends up tossing a bunch that don't meet their sky-high standards. But for those few that do, their performance is totally worth it. But here's the thing, owning a Berez doesn't come cheap. A single Berez iron starts at around €400, and the matching driver you're looking at no less than $1,000, even for the entry-level 2-star version. If you're eyeing a 3-star set, you're already crossing the €4,000 mark. And if you really want to go all out, 4 stars will set you back over $10,000. While the 5-star version comes in just shy of €40,000. Clearly, the 4 and 5-star versions are more about making a statement than anything else. Sure, the quality is top-notch, but that hefty price tag makes them more of a status symbol than just a golf club. Honma Golf Clubs hold the title for being the most expensive on the market, attracting a truly exclusive clientele. Imagine dropping over $50,000 for a full set of Berez clubs. But there's more to their value than just the prestigious name. Honma doesn't just slap a high price on these clubs, they use top-tier materials like carbon fiber, gold, and even platinum to give their handmade clubs a bit of extra luxury. What's really impressive is that Honma is one of the few manufacturers that crafts its own shafts in-house and assembles every club from start to finish on-site. From the initial design to the final testing, everything happens under one roof, ensuring each club is nothing short of exceptional. When you think of golf brands, names like Titleist, TaylorMade, Callaway, and Ping usually pop up first, but for those with a taste of luxury, there's another name that sparks curiosity: Honma. Known for its premium prices, Honma stands out from the crowd, and there's a good reason why. Their clubs demand such a high price tag. But why are Honma clubs so pricey? Number 1. Forged irons. Every Honma iron is a masterpiece, forged with precision. Take the Honma TW747V iron, for example, crafted from a single piece of metal. But not all their irons are forged the same way. The Honma Berez, for instance, is a two-piece iron that's only partially forged. While most irons on the market are cast, which involves pouring molten metal into a mold, Honma prefers the more labor-intensive forging process. That means hammering softer steel into shape, a painstaking task that requires skill and patience. Number 2. Top-tier materials. Honma doesn't settle for the usual steel found in most golf clubs. Instead, they use a special high-quality steel that's pricier and provides a noticeable difference when the club makes contact with the ball. For instance, they used S20C mild carbon steel to forge the irons for Justin Rose when he was under contract. This attention to material quality is one of the key reasons why Honma clubs carry a heftier price tag. Number 3. In-house shafts. While other golf brands might source their shafts from companies like KBS, True Kemper, or Mitsubishi, Honma takes a different approach. They make their own. Honma's shafts are meticulously designed to perfectly complement their club heads, ensuring a seamless fit. The ARM RQX shafts in particular are known for their excellent torque and are crafted with extreme care. Insider tip: the more stars you see on the Honma shaft, the higher its value and performance. Number 4. A status club in the golf world. In the golf community, owning a Honma club is like driving a Ferrari. Sure, a BMW is nice, but when a Ferrari pulls up next to it, heads turn. Honma is positioned itself as a status symbol in the golf world, and for many, the allure of owning the best is irresistible. This exclusivity only adds to the brand's mystique and appeal. Honma club creators aren't just ordinary designers, they're trained to be artisans, honing their craft to produce top-of-the-line clubs using the best materials out there. Interesting insight. In Japanese culture, the work of an artist or specialized designer is highly revered, often more so than in other cultures. Honma isn't the only Japanese brand with a reputation for luxury. Mizuno is another name that stands out for its high-end, carefully crafted equipment, though it doesn't quite reach Honma's sky-high price points. Both brands, however, are known for delivering some of the best golf gear in the world. Marketing plays a significant role in how these clubs are perceived and priced. Honma positions itself as a top-shelf status brand, and for many golfers, owning one of these clubs is about more than just performance. It's about making a statement. Imagine showing up on the course with a Honma Berez 7 3-star driver priced at $1,150. You're guaranteed to turn heads at the tee box. Fun fact: among the priciest Honma offerings is their 5-star club set, which is plated entirely in 24-karat gold. From the driver to the irons, shafts, and club heads, it's a golden masterpiece that takes luxury to the next level. Who's swinging with Honma clubs? Japanese pro golfer Hidetto Tanihara is one of the notable names. Tanihara, a 42-year-old member of both the European and Japan tours, has racked up 14 wins on the Japan Tour and 2 on the Asian Tour. He's no stranger to the big stage either, having played in all 4 major championships, including a standout performance at the 2006 Open Championship at Royal Liverpool, where he tied for 5th, finishing just behind Tiger Woods. And then there's English golfer Justin Rose, arguably the most high-profile player to have used Honma clubs. At the start of 2019, the former US Open champion signed a multi-year deal with Honma. Although their partnership ended in May 2020 after Rose's ranking slipped from number 1 to 14 in the world, his time with Honma was still impressive. Fun fact: Justin Rose used Honma clubs throughout the 2019 season, including when he won the Farmers Insurance Open while being the world's number 1 golfer. And that's a wrap on Honma, the legendary Japanese brand that's been crafting top-tier clubs since 1959, even with 24-karat gold-plated options. While their in-house shafts and a variety of options to choose from, Honma offers something truly unique. But when it comes down to it, you can only decide if these luxury clubs are worth the splurge. If you've ever owned or currently own Honma clubs, drop a comment and let us know about your experience. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel for more, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on the latest golf insights.